Mackenzie Bishop has a line in the archive where she says that her life before the archive is a set of dull impressions, pleasant but distant and strangely static, as if they belong to someone else. I often feel like my life before about age 13 is that way. This strange thing I recognize when I see it in photos, but I have almost no memories of it. Another character in the book says that he can't remember much of his life growing up, and he assumes that means he was happy. So I choose to assume that I must have been a very happy child, because I remember so little of my childhood. Certainly my most impactful memories happen from about 13 on. If you could turn through my history, you would see me standing on a scorched piece of sidewalk in the middle of Oklahoma in July, outside of a Jeep Grand Cherokee, where my mother, my father, myself, 2 dogs, a cat, a Furby, and 5 pieces of luggage have been piled in, driving cross-country from San Jose, California to Nashville, Tennessee. We're halfway through the trip. It is July 7th, my 14th birthday. It is 107 degrees outside, and my mother, who is barefoot because she likes to drive barefoot, has just succeeded in locking us out of the car. Inside the car are the 2 dogs, the cat, the Furby, and the 5 pieces of luggage. Now, for the entire trip, one of our 2 dogs has been rolling down the window of the car at the most inopportune moments. This dog is now trapped inside the vehicle while we are standing on the scorching curb because none of the establishments in the strip mall we've pulled up to will let my mother in because she's barefoot. We are leaning into the car, furiously tapping on the glass, trying to get my dog's attention and pointing to the little window down button that she has been pressing every 5 minutes for the last 1,200 miles. And she just stares back at us the entire time. This is not how I planned on spending my 14th birthday. I was already a very emo, very angsty 13-year-old, 13 and 11 12s up until this moment. And this did not set the right tone for the next year of my life. My parents had upended me from my school and my friends in California and were driving me all the way across the country to drop me in a southern, all-girls prep school. And here we were, standing on the curb in 107-degree weather with our dogs, our cat, and our Furby, which stayed in the luggage the entire time whispering, "Hello, hello," as anyone who has ever had a Furby knows they are prone to do when you ignore them for too long. All of those were inside the car, and we were outside the car. And that is how I spent my 14th birthday. I am convinced that every birthday since has just been, well, it hasn't been that. So no matter how bad a birthday I have, my parents choose to remind me that I will never be stuck on a curb outside a strip mall in 107-degree weather in the middle of Oklahoma, locked out of my vehicle again, most likely.